Ladies and gentlemen, please meet the Chief Executive Officer of ITC Engineering Services, Inc. Please, can you introduce yourself, sir?
My name is Micheal Gbadebo. I'm from Nigeria, and I've been in the US for about 43 years now.
Okay.
Came here to go to school and graduated from San Jose State as an electrical engineer. Shortly after that, I worked on Underwriters Labs. Our Underwriters Laboratories is a testing laboratory that tests products for consumers before they are sold. And working at Underwriters Labs gave me some exposure to how testing goes and how products are tested, and also gave me some insight of what makes a product fail a test or pass a test. And that piqued my interest back then, and I started to spend more time figuring out why a product would fail and checking the design, the schematics and all that. My employer didn't like that because my job was strictly to tell the manufacturer it passes or fails.
Right.
But just being me, I wanted to know more than that, and I kept getting in trouble until I got tired of getting in trouble and quit the company. I went to work, at that point I went to work for a manufacturer, and I was able to exercise my interest of figuring out what it takes to make a product pass. My employer loved me for that and rewarded me gratefully. And but it didn't take long before another employer stole me away from that company, and I kept going from employer to employer with a very impressive increase in pay.
Wow.
And it then dawned on me that I must have something. It then dawned on me that maybe I had a skill that I wasn't aware of. And one of the companies I was working for at the time asked me why I didn't start consulting, or at least help them on the side.
Okay.
I was working for a company and they had a product that needed approval. I said, well, I'll be glad to help. And he said, no, I mean helping me all the time when I need help. Okay. I say, and I pay you retainer. I said, pay me. I was kind of confused at the time.
Wow.
He said, yeah, I'll pay you. I said, how much would you pay me? At the point, he said, at least $40 an hour. That's back in the 80s. And I go, oh my God, are you serious? He said, I'm dead serious. You have something we need. And I ran home, I told my wife, I said, guess what? My wife at the time, said, guess what? Somebody wants to pay me $40 for doing some simple consulting for them. So anyway, to cut a long story short, that's what started my consulting business. And before long, I amassed so much money that it was unbelievable. Initially I bought 4 houses in San Jose, and I tried to go into real estate market. It didn't work out. I sold the houses, and then I decided to open an engineering firm.
Right.
And that's how IT started back then. And I bought a property in Sunol, which had about 5 acres of land, and it was a barn on 5 acres.
Okay.
A barn in the US barns are buildings without any fixtures, just a wall, a shell of a building.
Okay.
And that's what I didn't care whether it was a shell. I liked the area because it was very quiet, had hills around it.
Yeah.
And I thought I could turn that into a testing laboratory, and that's exactly what I did. I acquired it, and now we are a full-fledged testing laboratory. I guess I said too much, didn't I?
Okay. Wow. That's a good one. And please, can you tell us about the products that have been tested in this laboratory and the accreditations that that the laboratories have acquired?
And where do they lie?
We have ISO 17025 accreditation.
Right.
ITC Engineering does have that. That's accreditation a testing laboratory has to have in order to do testing. And our test methods, our scope is very extensive. Our scope is a list of test methods you are qualified to test according to accreditation.
Yeah.
And it's very extensive. We do radio testing, we do EMC, MI testing, we do product safety testing, we test for different product categories, medical, industrial, automotive, name it. I mean, I just can't go through the list.
Wow.
You know, it's, I think it's everything you can think of that uses power.
All right.
We also saw environmental tests and dust
Yeah,
tests.
we do environmental testing. It's all in our scope too. We do
Yeah.
environmental tests, product safety tests, radio testing, and engineering analysis. We also consult for manufacturers when their products don't meet a certain requirement to get them to to assist them in modifying the design to meet the requirements.
And the 6,000 ampere test.
That's the one you like, right?
Yeah, because I think we've seen a lot of products in Africa, especially cables.
Yeah.
Right.
Can you just tell us just a little bit about those tests? The 6,000
Well,
ampere test.
okay, we have a 6,000 amp power supply. That's
Yeah.
the intent of that is to test cables. I mean, test products that use current to transfer. Well, let me rephrase. To transfer current from the source, the power source, to the load. The load is the equipment you're using.
Yes.
And sometimes people don't realize that the wire gauge of the cable is very important to be able to carry the load.
Yeah.
Also, similarly important is the connector at the load end to be able to carry the current. And that is where most people don't realize there could be a fire hazard if the current if the load cannot carry the current.
Yeah.
Or say, for example, the power cable that you use to connect to your outlet in the building is rated for 6 amps, and then you are driving a load that's rated for 10 amps.
Wow.
What's going to happen is the insulation on the wire on the cable will melt.
Yes.
And when it melts, it could initiate fire, and then you have fire issue.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Engineer Gbadebo. I think this is one of the success stories from Africa. You are welcome, sir. Bye for now.
Thank you.